Well, hello, I'm Mike Festiva. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover, is a mini skid steer right for you or a mini excavator right for you? I've had this question asked so many times, which machine should I get, Mike? This video is going to clarify it. Some of you, this is self-explanatory. You know your needs, you know your land, your projects you need. Some of you, it's not so much. So we're going to break it down. What a mini skid steer is really good for, what kind of land, what kind of projects. We're going to also break down what a mini excavator is good for, and by the end of the video I think you'll have a better understanding of which machine is right for you. Enjoy the video. So we're going to break down these machines into your needs and your property, and you can figure out from there what works best for you. And for me, I have steep hilly property, and a mini excavator was by far the machine I really want to get first because I live in the Northwest. We got a lot of rain around here, so I'm constantly cutting water ditches, things like that with my machines. Trenching, if you need any trenching to power water lines, the machine, the excavator is going to be hands down the machine you're going to want. Say you really got to knock back a bunch of brush, like around here in the Northwest, brush grows like crazy, but maybe you live in a place that's fire prone and you want to go around all your structures and clear out all the brush and woody debris or anything like that around there and bring in gravel. A mini excavator is going to be hands down the way to go. Clear out blackberry bushes that are taking over structures to just cleaning the grounds and keeping your property cleaner. The mini excavator is going to be good. If you're firewood processing, our main source of heat is a wood stove, so constantly using the mini excavator not only for picking up logs with a hydraulic thumb and cutting them up into firewood rounds, but also putting big rounds that I don't want to lift onto my log splitter. It's definitely the way to go. I don't recommend buying any machine without a hydraulic thumb plumbed already on it. This one has a hydraulic thumb plumbed on it. And also pay attention to how far the thumb raises up and out of the way. This one, when you're not using it, raises all the way up against the dipper here, which is nice is when you're going down and trenching and ditching deep in the ground, this thumb isn't hanging out. Some of the machines, this thumb hangs down really low and you'll start hitting that on your edge of your trench. So by no means ever buy a machine without a hydraulic thumb. That's my recommendation. And make sure it folds way up and out of the way. And make sure it's built pretty well with a lot of gusseting on it. Other things you might want a mini excavator for is I live on a hillside, and to get flat spots here, you constantly have to cut into the hillside and build terraces. So terracing stuff around my place is a really good beneficial way to get flat spots you can build structures on, or just have flat spots to do work and projects and things like that. Also, if you're going to be working in the garden, the rake for one of these machines are fantastic for doing some heavy weeding and building garden beds and trenching and doing things like that around your garden. So by all means, a mini excavator is definitely my recommendation for that kind of property and that kind of work. Cutting trails through the woods, the mini excavator is going to be great for that, cutting quad trails and small roads. The mini excavator is going to be hands down the way to go, removing small stumps, things like that. So if you have property like that and your needs are similar, by far the mini excavator is going to provide the most value for you. Way better for doing that kind of stuff than a mini skid steer. All right, let's jump over a skid steer and talk about that. So mini skid steer is best for not even a large chunk of property. I think you could have like a mid-sized lot in town, so you want to do a bunch of landscaping. Instead of renting, you could probably buy a machine like this, run it for a year, scraping away sod, bringing in gravel for gravel parking spots, maybe bringing in some mulch and some dirt for landscaping, flower beds and stuff. It's very easy to maneuver in tight spaces. It's actually a lot more stable on hillsides because the center of gravity is a lot lower, so it's going to be more stable and confident driving this thing up and down hills and things like that than the mini excavators are. But the best thing for these machines is how big the buckets are. You know, you can go into a pile of gravel, and as soon as you go in, scoop up a pile of gravel, it takes 3 to 4 seconds. You can have 25 to 30 shovel loads of dirt or gravel in the bucket, drive it to the spot you want to spread it, and back blade it out. This machine is great for moving large rocks, gravel, dirt, compost, mulch, whatever it is. Say you got some barns and you want to clean out the barns. These are going to be great for getting into the barn stalls, scraping everything away. Even if you can't get it in all the corners, you can shovel in material into here, drive around heavy duty wheelbarrow. Works really well. You can get attachments for both of these machines. Like I built a grapple for this one, and I still prefer moving logs with my mini excavator more, but you can move logs with a grapple for one of these machines. Pallet forks are super good. All these attachments come on and off with quick disconnects, so you can be out of the bucket and a set of pallet forks on in less than a minute. Pallet forks are great for moving lumber and moving junk, metal recycling, whatever it is, cleaning up. There's a lot of uses for these machines, but one of the things you're probably not going to do much with this machine is digging deep into the ground. People ask, hey, will this thing dig? If you get a set of teeth for it, you could probably break up material on the ground a lot easier, but it's probably best for just suiting to like remove like 3 to 4 inches of sod and bringing in gravel for that area for parking. You're not going to dig ponds with it or dig out stumps with it. It's just not the right machine for the job. But for moving material, scraping material, or grading your driveway, if you wait until it's really wet out and your driveway is saturated, you can scrape off high spots, fill in low spots. You can move a large quantity of gravel with this machine in a short amount of time. I moved 10 yards of gravel in about an hour and a quarter out in a pouring rainy day, and it did it really well. It would have taken hours and hours, if not days, with a person on a wheelbarrow and a shovel. So you can do a lot of moving of material. If you pair this with a quad and a dump trailer or a truck and dump trailer, you can go into moving a large quantity of dirt, put it in the dump trailer, haul it to another location and pour it out. That thing works great for lifting up high and putting dirt in the back of dump trucks and different things like that, and dump trailers. So the mini skid has its uses for scraping, grading, back grading, gravel driveways and things like that, but you're not going to dig deep into the ground. So the right machine for the right job. So I hope you found that video helpful and it explains some aspects of what these machines are best for, and you now have a better understanding of what machine you should probably consider buying. Now, the way I really recommend it is figure out what machine, if it's a skid steer you need first or a mini excavator, save up, buy one. You know, say you bought an excavator, then save up and buy a mini skid steer a year or two later, because these machines go hand in hand with each other. They're so useful to have on the same site working. And if you can afford it, it's going to save your body and your back a ton of work. You can do an amazing amount of work with these little machines and side projects around your place. I guarantee you within a year or so, you'll get most of your major projects wrapped up with one of these machines around your place. It's crazy the amount of work you can do in just a matter of hours with one of these machines. So they go hand in hand. Definitely recommend getting a skid steer and an excavator at some point if you can afford it. Take 3 to 5 years saving. It's worth it in the long run. Now, I got a video on this R13. I've been really happy with this. Also got a promo code. They'll save you $500 if you use that promo code when you order it. Don't have any promo codes for this machine here. I don't quite even recommend the skid steer much anymore. It's, I believe, a Ripa, but I think that Match Pro makes them as well, the same machine. And this one was shipped, the manufacturer decided to cut the oil cooler out of it and never had that installed in here, and that's a crucial product that needs to be in this machine. So I installed my own oil cooler. I have a video on that, but there's a lot of mini skid steers out there. I recommend buying one that has an oil cooler in it from the factory. So this thing's been working really well for the last 40 hours for me. I've done a lot of work, but I do feel that there's other machines out there that might be a little bit better. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Links below in my description for a review on this machine and different videos on this and some videos on this machine. If you want to learn more, I have a bunch of content, not only on this R13, but my older R319 yellow machine. So check out the videos down below. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a nice comment. That helps out the channel. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.